What's up? What's up? What's up? Good evening, everyone. Well, if you're in the States, good evening. If you're abroad, good morning. If you are, I don't know where else you could be, where things
What's
could
up?
be. What's up? What's up? Good evening, everyone. Well, if you're in the States, good evening. If you're abroad, good morning. If you are, I don't know where else you could be, where things
What's
could
up?
be. What's up? What's up? Good evening. I'm not sure what happened there. Just listening to myself and stuff like that, which wasn't cool. Um, but anyways, welcome to Chessboard Baseball. This is the first time that I'm doing this live. Um, and so when I started this channel, I essentially started this channel to do basketball stuff. I was following the WNBA and the Indiana Fever, the whole Caitlin Clark thing last year. So that was kind of the focus, but I always wanted to do other things. Like I wanted to get into baseball, I wanted to get into chess, I wanted to get into different things because I just love sports, right? I just love everything about sports, every single sport that you can imagine. I'm into it, and of course, I observe as a fan, and I observe maybe with an analytical eye. I like to study it. I like to analyze it, get a little bit more in depth than what you get offered. I feel like lately, both with baseball and basketball, the stats, the stats that we get don't really tell the full story. And I'm a bit of a writer. I'm a bit of a storyteller, so I like to. Oh, yeah, so I'm a bit of a storyteller, so I like to tell a little bit more of the story behind the numbers. If you see a box score, you're gonna see that maybe Shohei Ohtani went 0 for 4. Oh, Shohei Ohtani went 0 for 5. Okay, and that's it. That's all the information that you get. But what kind of at bats were those? How was that 0 for 5? A lot of pitchers make it tough on hitters. So, did they put a good battle, and can we put a score on the actual at bat? A lot of times when we're watching the broadcast, the commentators, they'll say that was a good at bat, or that was a really bad at bat. But it's just okay, yeah, you kind of understand it as you're watching the game why it was a bad at bat or why it was a good at bat, but you can never like really assign a value uh, or a rating to any particular plate appearance. So that is what we're about to do with chessboard baseball. It's like every single pitch we're going to assign a value to it and a point, right? So whatever it is that happens. And I'll explain here how it works in a little bit. But the same thing with basketball, right? In basketball, you see a player that maybe went, 3 for 9 for the field or something like that. But it doesn't really tell you the story. Were those good shots? Did they happen within the flow of the game? And all these different things. So in chessboard basketball, and as of right now, the website that I have is only chessboardbasketball.com, and I intend to make a chessboard baseball page within chessboard basketball as well. So uh, just be on the lookout for that coming up soon. But for the first thing that I ended up creating was chessboard basketball, and now creating chessboard baseball, and we're going to try it out during this first game of the NLCS between the Dodgers and the Brewers. So let me show you real quick what it is that I'm talking about. So this is essentially the chessboard baseball evaluation sheet. So what we do is we grab every single player and we assign a role. So let's see if I can pull. So we assign a role to any particular player, which is queen, rook, bishop, knight, or pawn. And then in chess, these pieces have a value. So the value of a queen is 9 points. The value of a rook is 5 points. The value of a bishop is 3 points. And the value of a pawn is 1 point. So if your queen gets captured and you get nothing in return, that's pretty much -9. And the other way around, if you capture your opponent's queen for free, that's +9 points. So we apply that that value to the players. And So Shohei Ohtani, essentially just by going for his at bat, that's already 9 points. Why? Because that's the player that you want to go to the plate. That's the player who you want hitting. That's probably why he hits first, right? Because they want to maximize the number of at bats that Shohei Ohtani has. So how I've been approaching it right now is, if a player has a OPS of 900 or above, I'm assigning a queen designator to that particular player. And then rook, I'm between 700 and 780 all the way up to 899 as far as OPS is concerned. Now, there are some players who by reputation are going to have that queen status, because these are players that, have been MVPs, kind of like Mookie. But the reason why Mookie, I didn't give him a queen, number one, each team can only have a max of 2 queens. So he's a rook, and he had pretty much a down year this year, but still a rook because of reputation. To Oscar Hernandez had a 800 and something OPS. Freddie Freeman had 800 and something OPS, but to me, he's just a queen level performer. Will Smith also had a 900 something OPS, although he was injured for the majority of the season. He gets a rook designator. And then Tommy Edman didn't have a really good season, but in the playoffs, he just elevates. Max Muncy was actually in the 800 OPS range, but he tends to, in the playoffs, I don't know, he tends to kind of be more of a knight. And then Kike Hernandez, of course, he had a terrible year. He had like a 500 something OPS, but we know that Kike Hernandez in the playoffs is just totally different than regular season Kike Hernandez. And then Andy Paja is a bishop. So a bishop is someone essentially who it's in the 700 to 700 to 775 OPS range, but also hits for average. So those the bishop that provide a little bit more consistency when it comes to contact and getting on base. Then we have player templates. So this is it for the Brewers, and then not for the Brewers, for the Dodgers, as far as the designation for each piece or the role, which is queen, rook, bishop, knight, and pawn. And then each plate appearance, the result of each plate appearance is going to have some value to it as well. If a player hits a home run, that's already 9 points. If there's runners on, that's +5, so that'd be 14 points. And if you're a queen, that's +9, that's be 23 points. Double or triple is 5 points automatically, but again, with runners on, +5, with runners in score position, +5. So we'll just add this to every single at-bat from any given player, and that's what we're going to do for this game. So it should be interesting. And then each pitch result also has a value. So a strike looking is -1, and then a strike swinging, which is in the zone, is 0, and a strike swinging, which is outside the zone, it'll be -3. And then ball +3, foul, if it's in the zone, is +1. If it's outside the zone, it's -1. And then a ball in play, if the ball in play was hit when the ball was in the zone, that'll be +3. And if it was outside the zone, it'll be -1. And then we have tiers. So here we have, if the at-bat is 28 to 35, then that's an outstanding plate appearance. If it's 20 to 27, that's a great plate appearance. 12 to 19, a good plate appearance. 4 to 11, marginal. -7 to 3, it's bad. And then -23 to -8 is a horrendous at-bat. So we're going to see how this all goes. I'm excited to introduce Chessboard Baseball, this being the first time that we do it. And then let's look at the Brewers lineup, because I'll also be doing the Brewers. The Brewers have an amazing lineup as well. A lot of their players are, they don't have any 900. Let's see. They didn't have any players within the 900 OPS. Let's see. But they did have a bunch in the high 700s, right? So they're definitely difficult. And it seems like all of these players are overperforming in the playoffs. So Jackson Churio is a rook, Christian Yelich is a rook, and he could be a queen because of his reputation, but I don't know if he was ever really, except for 1 or 2 seasons, he wasn't really that top player where you could, like a Shohei Ohtani, Freddie Freeman, Aaron Judge level of impact. William Contreras is a knight. Bryce Turang had a really nice season, is a rook. Andrew Vaughn is a bishop. He puts together amazing at-bats all the time. Sal Frelick is a bishop. Caleb Durbin is a knight. Isaac Collins is a bishop. And then Joey Ortiz, who I imagine is there for his defense because his offensive numbers are pretty terrible. So he's a pawn. So his contribution won't be weighted that heavily. If anything, it'll be weighted pretty bad. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this. That's kind of the explanation that I wanted to give regarding chessboard baseball. Is just evaluating, seeing the game a little bit differently. What's behind an 0 for 5 at bat? What's behind a 1 for 5 at bat? That's pretty much what we're gonna do, and then I'll provide commentary as we go along. So if you don't have any other way to watch, I know there's like game day and things like that you can do, or Gamecast, whatever it's called. But here I'll be, commentating on what I see, evaluating the at bats or the plate appearances as we go along, and that's pretty much it. We're just waiting for the game to start. Well, we got 10 more minutes to go. Well, that's it. That's what we got. We'll wait for this to start and get into it. Today's prediction. Well, Blake Snell. I think Blake Snell is just an amazing playoff performer. He's one of those players pitchers that elevates his game in the playoffs. So I think the Dodgers win this game. I don't know much about the opposing pitcher for the Brewers. I've been disappointed in Ohtani, right? So I've been disappointed in Ohtani's performance during the postseason and then last postseason as well. So he's kind of starting to get that reputation. Like, is he a playoff performer and all that type of stuff? Mookie always brings it. Teoscar Hernandez elevates in the postseason. Freddie Freeman does as well, although he's been struggling in the postseason so far. Will Smith always brings it. Edman elevates, right? So you got Knight designation, but this guy's one of the dangerous ones. Max Muncy, I don't know. He's hit or miss. And then Kike, of course, elevates in crazy ways during the postseason. I don't know what it is. It's just crazy. His ability to turn it up that many notches when it comes to the postseason. And Andy Pages, I don't know. Like, it seems like he had really good numbers in the regular season, but in the playoffs, I don't know. Postseason, same thing last postseason. He wasn't that effective, and then this postseason, pretty much been a no-show. Like, interesting that last at bat, clinching the NLDS. It was interesting because he just hit a comebacker to the pitcher, right? Like, it was an easy out, and of course the pitcher for the Phillies made a terrible play, throwing home instead of first, and then just throwing it to the back. Everyone still did the customary, we've gotta corral the hitter or whatever, like to congratulate or whatever, whatever the case may be. But Pages didn't deserve that type of celebration. He just hit it back to the pitcher. Like, that's it. And sometimes, that's why making contact is so important, unless it's a double play, right? Because you don't want a double play. But with 2 outs, you just have to make contact. You never know what the other team is going to do. But that's the importance of making contact. So who wins today? Again, I think the Dodgers, the Dodgers win today because of Blake Snell. It's like the Brewers, but the Brewers, I mean, they've been playing solid baseball. I watched that last game. They'll just, they'll just destroy you slowly. They'll just destroy you, right? They'll put really good at bats together. That's just what they do. Timely hitting with 2 outs. How many times the broadcast was saying, another 2-out hit, another 2-out home run, another 2-out. So they just seem like they show up with 2 outs, timely hitting, and their pitchers also. Their bullpen's pretty good. They're solid hitters. Now, I do think the Dodgers are the better team, and I don't think anyone will argue with the fact that the Dodgers are a better team. Oh, they took the field, but Milwaukee, they're dangerous in this type of situation, right? In the playoffs, they're pretty dangerous. So I'm rooting for the Dodgers, although I'm evaluating both teams, and I'm evaluating them according to the to the Chessboard Baseball rubric. So there's no bias there. But yeah, rooting for the Dodgers. I do have a Yankees hat, but that's more because I'm Puerto Rican than anything else. Not because I'm a Yankee fan. The Yankees are fine, but right now I like the Dodgers. So we'll see. Do I have a team? I do not have a team that, right now the Dodgers, like I said, but I don't have and every year this is the team. I tend to follow players more than I do teams, and based on what the organization does, then I respect. But if the organization is starting to make bad decisions, like bad general managers, I stop following them. That's pretty much how I operate. But let's see how this starts. I mean, I'm hoping Ohtani can start to kind of find his groove a little bit. I don't know why he disappears in the playoffs. That's a mystery. I remember A-Rod used to be the same way. Like Alex Rodriguez used to just disappear. So I'm hoping that's not the same case with Ohtani for his career. Like, I'm hoping at some point, because imagine the Dodgers win another World Series and Ohtani didn't produce at all in the postseason. Like, okay, you won, but we'll see. What is it? 5 more minutes? Like, sometimes they start on time. Like yesterday, I was waiting for the Mariners Blue Jays game, and then I thought they were going to start at 8:08, and then I put on the game like at around this time, and it's already the Arozarena at bat was already midway through. But yeah, let's see. Let's see how this game goes. First pitch is about to start in about 3 minutes, and yeah, so the Brewers have home field advantage. Dodgers will be hitting first. Brewers second. Pitcher is Snell. I can't remember who the pitcher for the Brewers is. But I know the Dodgers at least had enough time to set their rotation, and they went for Snell, Yamamoto, Ohtani, Glasnow, Snell, Yamamoto, Ohtani. It's going to be hard for the Brewers, I think. I mean, I don't know how good the Cubs pitchers were in comparison to the Dodgers, or, as far as the National League Central, but man, these Dodgers pitchers, and all of them elevate their game in the postseason. Like, these are not like, okay, regular season pitchers. These are monsters. So we'll see. I mean, this is gonna be a really exciting, interesting series. A lot of people have the Brewers because the Brewers had the best record in baseball. They were the most consistent team in baseball, doing all the little things to win. But the Dodgers are just a juggernaut. And with the exception of Ohtani, who as of right now is a playoff, he's not a playoff riser, he disappears. But everyone else is. Everyone elevates their game. Everyone else outside of Ohtani. Edman, both Hernandez, Betts, Freeman, Muncy. Pages not so much. But we'll see. All right, about to start. All right, yeah, we got Ohtani, Betts, Hernandez, Freeman, Smith, Edman, Muncy, Kike, Pages. Yeah, these batting averages for Ohtani and Pages, it just looks terrible. I mean, Will Smith kinda too, but Will Smith hasn't been healthy. That's the excuse, at least. He hasn't even been playing full time for the most part. Now he is. I think we're gonna see a different. And also, Will Smith has hit. Oh, this is Aaron Ashby. Will Smith has hit, some very important. Has had some important hits in the postseason. So we'll see. Here's Shohei Ohtani. Curious as to how this first at bat is gonna go. Here we go. NLCS. Game 1. Trip to the World Series on the line. Can the Dodgers defend their championship, or will the Brewers go to the World Series for the first time in a long time? What, since George Brett or something? Like, when's the last time the Brewers even went to the World Series? All right, here we go. First pitch. Ohtani tends to swing at the first pitch a lot. Oh, that's ball. All right, good thing he took. He doesn't tend to take a lot of pitches. Oh, that's a strike. Whoa, they said ball. It looked like a strike for sure. I mean, the thing on the, on the square thing, it kind of made it like it was in the zone, but the referee didn't call it. Oh, the umpire didn't call it. Whoa, he fouled the ball on a pitch that was outside the zone. And that's the thing with Ohtani, like his plate discipline is pretty bad. It's kind of garbage, actually, because he could have just walked. That's a ball. See, that would have been a ball right there already. Whoa, you already have someone? warming up in the bullpen. Ball 4, so he walks. And this is a walk. And 9 plus 3 is 12. So that was a great at bat by Ohtani to start the ball game. Surprised. I wasn't expecting this from Shohei. Mookie. Strike looking. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's a ball. Mookie fly or pops up, but it was a ball in the zone. Just popped it up. Fly out. So marginal at bat. Teoscar. Ooh, that's a strike. And I mean, it doesn't seem like, I guess this is a bullpen game for the Brewers. Because maybe elevating the pitch count is not that big of a deal here. But whoa, that's a ball inside. He fouled it. So it was a ball, like, so that's a foul that he had for a pitch that was outside the zone. So it's just, why would you do that if it's a ball? But 2 strikes, the crowd is standing up. Ashby at 10 pitches right now. That's a ball. All right. Oof. Foul outside the zone. Like, Hernandez could be 3-1 right now if it wasn't, swinging at those bad pitches. That's a ball. This pitcher is not, like, I don't know. He doesn't seem sharp right now. So maybe it's a good thing they already have the bullpen going. Because he seems to be all over the place. Although sometimes people start like that and then get it together, but not good so far. Whoa, Hernandez hit it pretty good, but into the glove. So this is a line out. It's to marginal at bat. There's 2 out. And here's Freddie. Whoa, it's a ball. Missed, like, really bad inside, high and inside. It's like, whoa. This is... Okay. Whoa, again, just swinging at bad pitches. And Freddie doesn't tend to do that. I don't know why he's doing that. especially against left-handed hitting. Like, he's just not seeing the ball well when it's outside. Okay. So ball, saw that one pretty good, I think, because it was lower. But if it's like outside but in the zone, he doesn't know what to do with it. Or lately, he hasn't known what to do with it. So foul, but a ball in the zone. Now you got 2 strikes, 2-2. Let's see what happens. Yeah, 18 pitches here, but again, it seems like it's a bullpen game. Oh, he struck him out. That's a really bad at bat by Freddie. Got out of it. Strike out. 4. Yeah, he hasn't been himself lately. I don't know why. A bunch of marginal at bats, but they all resulted in outs. So not necessarily a good start for the Dodgers. Although the pitcher did have like about 19 pitches. So now we flip it to the Brewers. See how the Brewers do. Yeah. First inning, yeah, for the Dodgers, not good. Not good. Offensively, I mean, first inning, a walk by Otani, which is encouraging because it kind of tells you that he's seeing the ball well. Like, this was a pretty good at bat by Otani, right? I didn't like the swing outside the zone for the foul, but he laid off everything else, which is good. Mookie, it wasn't the best pitch, but again, you got to swing at it. But was it a fly out, pop out? Yeah, it was a pop out in the infield. A line out by Hernandez. He hit it pretty good. Really almost a base hit. And Freddie Freeman striking out. So not the best on 5 pitches. Not the best. I mean, striking out 5 or less pitches is kind of terrible. Hernandez. Okay. Not too bad. We'll see. Jackson Chourio. Cheerios. Blake Snell. Strike 1. Strike looking. Ball outside. Oh, another ball. Yeah, Chourio has been killing it this postseason. Whoa, strike swinging in the zone. 2-2 the count. And Trujillo, I guess. Oh, he's switch hitter, I think. And hit to third. Max Muncy is there for the put out. I think it was outside the zone. It was a little bit high. So that's -1. Ground out. It's a rook, so this is 2. Here's Christian Yelich. Strike looking. -1. Let me clear this up. So second pitch. Inside, that's a ball. Man, Snell works hella fast. Strike swinging. In the zone. Auto zone. And struck him out. Man, looked like trash out there. Strikeout. Rook. That is 0. Oh, this is bad. All red. Okay, next hitter is Contreras. That's a ball. Not Wilson, but William. He's been seeing the ball really well in the postseason. Look at those numbers. 300, 2 home runs, 3 RBIs. That's a strike. Swinging in the zone. Another strike. It says in the zone, but swinging again. Like, it's crazy how many misses Snell induces, you know, our swinging misses. Ooh, he kind of went. Nope, he didn't go. Ball. 2-2. Yeah, he held the bat. Did not go. Oh yeah, he went. Oh, foul? Nope, struck out. Outside the zone again. It just makes people look foolish. Outside the zone, that's -3. Strikeout. He's a knight, so this is -2. And another bat at bat. Okay, gotta finish this one. And a quick recap on this plate appearance. So Churrio was able to make contact at least. You know, 5 pitches and a ground out to third, which is kind of a difficult play for Max Muncy. It was routine, but you gotta make the play. Yelich struck out in 4 pitches. That's not good. And then struck out on swinging on a ball outside the zone. And then Contreras, not that much better. A little bit better, but not that much better. Yankees. Oh, 0. Struck out in 5 pitches, and again the strikeout came and swinging to a ball outside the strike zone. So that's the first 3 for the Brewers. And this was what, 5, 9, 14 pitches for Snell. So pretty efficient so far. for Snell. And again, I don't know if the Brewers are about to make a pitching change already. I know they have people warming up in the bullpen already. I don't know what their game plan is. But we shall see. Smith, Edman, Muncy coming up. I mean, you never, again, with the Dodgers lineup, and maybe it's the same with the Brewers lineup, but with the Dodgers lineup, there's just no time to relax. And I mean, if someone made it to the NLCS, ALCS, of course, their lineup, because you can say the same thing for the Blue Jays, right? And even the Mariners to a certain extent. There's just no respite. Okay, so yeah, a new pitcher, Quinn Priester, is up, facing Will Smith, Edman, and Muncy. Only one right-hander hitter. Muncy swings at the first pitch, foul, but it was in the zone. I mean, not Muncy, Will Smith. Let's see. Next pitch, strike looking. So he's 0-2. Next pitch. Whoa, he hit it, a ball that was outside the zone. And it was a ground out to second base. So not a very good at bat for Will Smith. Ground out. He's a rook, so 2. This is all bad. Oops. Edman, strike looking. Come back and clean that one up in a bit. These pitchers all go fast. Edman, nice hit, but to second, so it's a ground out. This game is going to be over in no time. Quick outs. He's a knight, so this is 0. I can't even finish these things. Muncy, strike looking. Ball. In the second pitch. Ball. So 2-1. Fouled, but it was in the strike zone. 5 pitch at bat at least, so Muncy doing something because these other ones were super fast. Ball, 3-2. Full count with 2 outs. And the second. Ball as well, yep. Walked him. So walk. 6. Pretty good at bat for Muncy here. Okay, here's Kike. Swinging on the first pitch, but it was a foul, which was in the strike zone. He's hitting 318 in this postseason, 4 RBI. No home runs yet, which I'm pretty sure that's coming because he can't leave a postseason without hitting one out the park. Strike looking, so that's 2 strikes. 0-2. Oh, this is not. Stroke out on 3 pitches. It was in the zone. It was in the zone. Strikeout. -2. So bad at bat, but oh, okay. Oh, -2 right here. Okay, let's finish these other ones. So good, a walk. So far, the only people that have been on base have been by way of walk. And this was bad. And bad. Yeah, so far, not much, you know. Outside of the Muncy at bat and the Ohtani at bat, this have been pretty bad. But Brewers, same thing for their first time around. We'll leave it off with Pajes in the next one. But yeah, I mean, Kike striking out on 3s, just 3 pitches is not good. Although, I mean, he took one and then he struck out swinging at a ball in the zone. So, you know, at least he's swinging at good pitches. So this is not necessarily bad, although, you know, I mean, this looks pretty bad because it's 3 pitches. But if all 3 pitches are in the strike zone, right? Like the first ball was in the strike zone, he fouled it. The second pitch was looking in the strike zone. The third pitch in the strike zone, swinging. So what I like about Kike is that he doesn't swing at crazy stuff. At least not maybe in the playoffs. So, but here we left off with Bryce Turang. Yeah, I mean, so far, I mean, it's the second inning start, so I can't say all pitchers duo, but it's just interesting that the Brewers on the very first game, do they even have starters? Oh yeah, they have Peralta, who's a starter, but they just rely on bullpen. But I guess it keeps you off balance if you have to face all these crazy pitchers. You know, you don't have time to settle on a certain pitcher. All right, here we go. Bryce Turang coming up. It shows bunt, but it was a strike looking anyways. Maybe he's waiting for a strike. I mean, and Snell, I mean, you're gifting a strike because he's pretty good at first pitch strikes. Foul in the zone with his 2 strikes already. Ball in the zone. Did he foul it? In the zone. Let's see. Foul in the zone, which is 1, but it was a fly out. And for him, that's 2. So okay, first pitch to Vaughn. I really like this hitter, by the way. Andrew Vaughn, he's pretty good. He had some really good at-bats that last game and actually the last series. He's not an easy out. So ball. Hit to shortstop for an out. Put the ball in play, ball in the zone. That's not too bad. Ground out. 0. Marginal. Relic. Strike looking. Strike looking again. Man, he's got nasty stuff. And he's especially difficult against left-handed hitters. That's a ball. A ball, so 2-2. That was missed really bad, super high too. Oop. Ball inside, 3-2. This has been the best at bat so far against Snell, because no one has gone 3-2 against him. So we'll see what he does. He's at 25 pitches. Whoa. And that's a fly out. But it was a ball in the zone. That was really good at bat. I'm impressed by Frelick. Fly out. 0, but not bad. It's the first. Well, no, these were kind of marginal. This was a bad at bat by Turan. Yeah, so far marginal, 5 pitches, bad in 4 pitches, bad in 5 pitches, bad in 3 pitches, marginal in 3, grand out, marginal in 6, fly out. Oh, that was Frelick. So far, the best score has been Frelick. Yeah, but Snell's cruising so far. He's doing his thing. He's doing about 26, 27 pitches. I mean, look at these at bats. Like, this is crazy. You know, 5, 4, 5, 3, 3, 6. And that's it. Now we left off with Andy Pajes. When are the runs gonna start to come? And we start what, the 3rd inning now? Yeah, 3rd inning. Dodgers Brewers postseason history. 2018 NLCS, Dodgers won 4-3. 2020 NL wildcard, Dodgers won 2-0. Okay, here's Andy Pages. Priester still in the game. Strike looking. To Pages. He's been terrible this postseason. Ball 1. Good swing. Ball in the zone, but fouled. Oops, not ball in play. This is foul. What am I doing? Good take on that ball. He was about to swing, but it's a little deceiving of a pitch. Some sort of off pitch. I mean, I can recognize the curveball and a change. Sliders. Let's see. 5th pitch on Pages. He swung at a ball way off the plate. That's where Pages gets in trouble, you know, his pitch recognition. It's not the best. Another foul on a ball off the plate. That ball almost hit him, so he took it 3-2. But so far, hey, the 8th pitch at bat. Although they have the bullpen going, so it's not that you're trying to kick out the starter. Another foul in the. This one was in the zone at least. Damn, this dude has sinker, cutters, sliders, cutters, no fastball. That was a good pitch, but he fouled. One. It's a 9 pitch at bat. Well, it's gonna be 10 for Pages. I'm running out of so I just don't count the last one if we get to the last one. Man, he could have walked on that, and instead he's chasing that bad pitch. Oh wait, he put it in play, but a pitch outside the zone. But at least he fought a little bit. Here's Ohtani. Here's a ball. Second at bat. It's a strike, but that's a good take. It's a strike. I don't know why he doesn't swing at that. That's right in the middle of the plate. He'll probably strike out in a terrible fashion. And that's the thing. He takes good pitches and swings at terrible pitches. Oof. He let that one go, but that was a little bit inside. He had every intent in the world to swing, but it wasn't that inside. Oof. He fouled it, but seemed like a strikeout. It's just the catcher didn't hold on to it. He's lucky. 2-2 for Shohei Ohtani. I don't know. I think it's a strikeout. It's what I'm predicting this is gonna be. Oh, he laid off a good ball, so that's a good at bat. If he ends up striking out, that's all good, but that's a good at bat. That's a good foul. So it was in the zone, so He had to swing, but 8 pitches. So far, Pajes saw what, 10? Yeah, Pajes saw 10. This is the 8th pitch to Shohei. Oof. Fly out. Ball in play. In the zone. 3. Okay. I mean, the Dodgers, they're putting they're putting good at bats together, as far as plate appearances, but hasn't resulted really in traffic in the base paths or anything like that. And I mean, these 2 at bats by Mookie, like you can see, okay, marginal, but then you expect a little bit more. These are pretty good at bats by Ohtani. Left off with Teoscar, and here Durbin. But now we do have a somewhat of a pitching duel. Brewers bullpen trying to, hold off the Dodgers, and they're doing a good job so far. Dodgers don't have much to show for here. All right, Snell and Durbin. Let's see. Ball 1. Ball 2. A bit erratic in this one for Snell. Those 2 balls were nowhere near the plate. Or those 2 pitches were nowhere near the plate. That's a strike. That's a foul in the zone. 2-2. And that's a base hit by Durbin. The first base runner, I think. In this one. For the Brewers. Three, this is 6. It's a good at bat. Here's Collins. Strike 1, looking. And that's awesome when you have like the first runner, you know, with no outs, getting on base. Always good. Strike 2, swinging in the zone. 0-2. Went to first just to check on the runner, although Durbin doesn't appear to me like a base stealing person, but you never know. Good to always keep him in check. Next pitch, it looked to me like he swung, but what happened? They say no, it's a ball. Oh, strikeout. They say he went, so out the zone. -3. Did he actually go? Yeah, he definitely went. Strikeout. I'll come back and finish that. Here's Joey Ortiz, who's their weakest hitter. I think by a lot. That's a ball. Oops. Strikeout from him, that's -2. That's a strike, looking. Okay, third pitch on Joey. Oh, he caught the runner stealing. That's a terrible slide by the runner. Just 2 outs. Dude was caught stealing, but I guess he tries to steal. But man, he kind of went hard at Tommy Edman. Like, he was not going towards the base at all. He actually went towards Edman. And that's pretty bad. I mean, I didn't like to see that at all. Like, I don't know. That seemed bad to me. I'm not going to say he was intentionally, like, trying to hurt him, but it didn't look good. I don't know. 1-2. Can Betts make that play? Yep. I think it was in the zone 3. Ground out. For a pawn, that's -2. So bad. All right, so although the Brewers got a hit, with Snell being able to, catch the runner stealing, he's faced the minimum hitters so far, minimum batters so far. Recap that real quick. Durbin with a great at bat, right? 2 balls, a strike looking, a strike, a foul in the zone. So he was 2-2 when he hit that single up the middle to center field. So great at bat by Durbin. Then Collins comes in and strikes out on 3 pitches, looking, swinging to a pitch in the zone, and then swinging to a pitch outside the zone. Just terrible at bat. And then Durbin gets caught stealing, and then Joey Ortiz with a ground out in 4 pitches. So we'll be going back to the top of the order for the Brewers when they go to hit in the 4th. But right now we got the Dodgers with Teoscar Hernandez leading the 4th. So we'll see. So far, 0-0. Not much going on. I'm not sure if that's what we expected. I know we kind of expected that with Snell on the mound, but yeah. The Brewers bullpen has been interesting. So 1 inning by Ashby, 2 innings by Priester, and I wonder who's gonna come back up for the or who's gonna pitch for the 4th. I didn't see anyone in the bullpen. At least they didn't show anyone in the broadcast pitching in the bullpen. So maybe they continue to stick with Priester, at least until they face Hernandez, and then when you have Freeman, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how they maneuver all that. Yep, Priester's still going. I mean, he's at 35 pitches, so I guess he's the starter now. And he really hasn't been that good. It's just the Dodgers haven't taken advantage, but he hasn't looked like solid or anything. The Dodgers have been able to get good at bats off him. It's ball as well. He works super fast. This game is going to be over quick because Snell works really fast too. So it's a fast game. Hernandez ball, so 3-0. Will he take a strike or swing for the fences? That's a ball. All in 3 consecutive. So walk. 8. That's a great at bat. Okay, Freddie. Let's see, Freddie. Don't get desperate, Freddie. Strike. But that's a really good pitch. Like, amazing location, right on the, a low outside corner. That's a ball. Low, a bit low. Yeah, he looked terrible last at bat. Whoa, that was hit pretty good. Is it? Whoa, he caught it. That's a really nice catch. Well, I don't know. He maybe jumped for no reason, but I'd say it was a nice play, but I think he jumped and he didn't really have to jump. I don't know if it's just me, but he's trying to get on ESPN or something. Fly out. What is it? 9 minus 6. Freeman put a good swing on it, but nothing to show for. Smith fouls. Ball in play. That's kind of how he started his first at bat. So 1 out, runner on first, and Smith gets a base hit. I wonder if Hernandez is going to third. It seems like he stayed in second. I can't see. I guess he stayed in second. Man, that dude's slow as shit. If he can't get to third off of that, like how slow can freaking Oscar be? Single plus 3, it was a man on, so it's 5, 8, 11. And here's Tommy with 2 on, went on first and second. Whoa, I think Tommy just hit a base. Yup, base hit, but Hernandez again is the slowest dude on the planet. How can someone be that slow, bro? I'm gonna come talk to him. And not just slow, but like terrible base running. Like he doesn't know what a freaking base runner's in scoring position, but 3, 6, and 5, 11 as well. He doesn't know what. What a base hit! Oh, it's Muncy. I thought it was. I thought it was Hernandez. And this is when you don't construct your lineup very well. I think you want Kike hitting here in this situation. Like Muncy, I don't know. I guess I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully he can at least make some contact. Not for a damn double play, but something. Ball 1. Now he's gotta throw some. I mean, there's nowhere to put the dude. He's got a good eye. Whoa, Muncy drove it. Is that a home run? Whoa, oh, he caught it, kinda. Did he catch it? Like, what in the world is that? Out? Hernandez is that slow? What? I'm confused as to what in the world happened here. He's like, what in the world? I know, I'm trying to figure out what happened as well. Oh, no, it hit the wall. It hit the wall. It hit the wall. I'm just so confused. And that's out. Yeah, that's out of the plate. So at least there's 1 out. Jeez. Ball in play. So that's 3, but it's a fly. Well, I don't know what it is. I'm gonna say it's a fly out because pop out. Because it's forced. The bases are loaded, but it's not a double play. Yeah, he's out. He's out at home. Oh my god, that dude is slow as shit. 0. Yeah, I mean the umps messed that up really bad, so that like confuses everyone else. So I'm curious as to how they're gonna solve this shit. Because they said he caught it. But what's the call on the play on the ground? Yeah, this is gonna be interesting.
Word from New York how to adjudicate this.
Did we see, what did the umpire out in the outfield say?
I didn't see that.
Because
they usually signal the same.
After review, the call on the field, the force out at home plate is confirmed. The runner is out. The confirmed on the runner at third baseman, the force out is out.
Wow. Whoa.
Wow.
What Dave Roberts is going to argue is that even though there was a force out at home, no one signaled to where their base runners could go. It's going to go 8-6-2 unassisted to third. One of the wildest plays in baseball.
What in the world? That doesn't make any sense, man. And all because Teoscar Hernandez is the slowest person on the planet. He could have gone to second on the, what was it? Should have made it home on that, whatever that was. What a freaking mess, man. Double play for the history books. Oh man, that doesn't make any sense. Man, that play is crazy.
Watch when the ball hits right here. Okay, you see him. He starts going safe, safe. Great call by Chad Fairchild, guys.
It's a ball on Churio. Oh crap, ball. Well, what's the first one? Looking? Strike swinging outside the zone. That shit doesn't make any sense, man. Like, what in the world? Now another ball. So now Snell is going to be way off. That's a strike, but foul. Terrible base running, man. It's a good at bat by Churio. Strike 3, yep. But 8 pitches, though. I mean, he saw a shit ton of pitches. And that dude got lucky, man. He didn't catch the ball. If he'd have caught it, it would have been even better. Sometimes better to be lucky than good. Here's Yelich. Ball 2. Strike. Or foul. Just outside the zone. Man, Muncy put a good, you know what I mean? Like, but Hernandez is just terrible. Like, unless he hits it outside the park, he's just bad baseball player all around. I just don't know how you don't score on that shit. Struck him out. They're making him work here, though, even though he's gotten strikeout. Ball. Throwing a lot of pitches in this one. So good thing he's striking him out, still getting him out, because imagine putting them on base. That's a strike in the zone. That's a strike in the zone. So foul outside the zone. But still making him work. It's 8, 6, 14, 18 pitches. Over to the pitcher. Out. Ball in play, which was outside the zone, if I remember correctly. And Snell has still faced the minimum, but again, the Dodgers on the other end. I mean, good at bat by Churio, even though he struck out. Good at bat by Yelich, even though he struck out. 8 pitches, 6 pitches. You kind of want to pile up on Snell, and then 5 pitches by Contreras twice now. So, but that's bad. And Turang will lead off. And Kike, I still can't believe that freaking play, man. What a crazy play that was. I still can't believe it, man. What a crazy play, bro. You ever said potential grand slam turns into a double play with all the confusion on whether or not it was a catch. I just can't believe that shit, man. I've never seen shit like that. Just never seen anything like. Where are we at? The 5th? What inning are we at? 5th, 6th? God dang. Oh, man. But still, even though Muncy put a good swing on that, and he had pretty much a good at bat, he did everything you want someone to do in that situation. I'd still put Kike 7th, not 8th. What's he gonna do 8th? Priester's still out there, who's throwing meatballs. It's a ball, even though I thought it was a strike. Like, Priester's not having a good outing. So they gotta take advantage. And now Kike's swinging at garbage. One and one. Almost hit him. 2-1-1. I don't think they're managing this. I mean, they're getting lucky, and that's a good one. See, that's what I'm talking about. You want Kike freaking... I can't believe he didn't hit 2nd, man. Bro, you want Kike there in that other situation, not now. Oh, well, that's 5, 8. Now it's Andy Pajes, like 7th. Why is Muncy hitting 7th? Because he's your buddy or something? That's a strike. Although it's a really good pitch, it came back into the strike zone. Like, the whole time it was bad, and it just came back in. That's a strike too, yeah. 0-2, and Kike, I'll have to, well... That's a ball. You're trying to get sneaky with Kike or something? Pajes. Oh, he hit. That's outside. Ball in play outside the zone. Why are you chasing? Now it's Shohei Ohtani. Are they gonna put him on or something? Yep. Just walked him. Ball. I'm gonna put 3 here and then walk 9 and 3, 12. Well, walk with runners on, so 9, 3, 12, 13. Oh, Smokey with 2 on. That's crazy. Walking Ohtani to face Mookie, Teoscar, and everyone else. Oh, 0-1 with that strike looking. Oh man, Mookie, what are you doing? Just giving out free strikes. And this is what bothers me the most. Players take good pitches and then swing at the bad ones. Like, I just can't, they do this shit to themselves. Ooh, that was good, but double play. That was a double play if I ever seen one. That's pretty bad. Oh no, it was in the zone. Man, the Dodgers are just been unlucky as shit. That pitcher has been terrible all night and they can't do shit with him. -9, so what is this? 5 minus 9 minus 4. Intentional. Mookie freaking, I guess that's why you walk him. Making good decisions. The Brewers making good decisions. You walk him, you walk Ohtani to get to Mookie because Mookie's gonna do this dumb shit. But and another wasted opportunity, right? So you got Kike Hernandez with a double, which again he should have been hit in 7th, so that should have happened in the previous inning. I don't know why Muncie's hit in 7th. And then Pajes gets garbage, right? He didn't even move the runner over, he didn't do shit. Ohtani walks, Mookie double play. Like, it's terrible. Terrible stuff. And yeah, I mean, it seems like so the Brewers, of course, they don't have the same powered offense as the Dodgers, but they make better. I mean, so they're better defensively. They're better at baseball overall, right? So yes, the Dodgers have the most talent as far as hitting and probably the best pitching, but the Brewers make better decisions. Roberts, he's limited on how he can manage because of those limitations, right? Like, what do you do with Teoscar, who can't play defense and can't do anything else besides hitting? So if he's on the base, he's on first, second, third, whatever, he's a liability out there. He's a liability on the field. He's a little bit liability on the base pass, or on the bases. So what do you do with him? You know, I think that's what the Dodgers fans always complain about. Like, what in the world do you do with Hernandez? All right, Turang against Snell. He fouls. I'm assuming it was a good pitch because they didn't show on the broadcast, so I don't know. So strike. That's a really good pitch. That's new person on the Brewers bullpen. Yeah, I mean Priester was terrible. Priester was garbage. Really, I mean. He didn't have good stuff. He just got lucky as shit. Like, Priester is the luckiest pitcher ever. One and two the count, and struck him out in the zone. Nope, it was in the zone. Strikeout 0. Andrew Vaughn. Also strike. Swinging in the zone. And ground out to, a grounder to Mookie. It seems like it was outside the zone. -1. Snell is so fast. Relic. That's a strike looking. That is a grounder to Mookie and another. And that was outside the zone as well. And that was a quick, super quick inning by Snell. This is bad. This is bad. And this is marginal. And look at this. What was this? 4, 2, 6, 8 pitch inning. And he still faced the minimum. I don't know. Dodgers got to do something now. Dodgers gotta do something. We got the Oscar. Oh, I mean, just hit a home run, bro. Like that's it. Because you can't, I mean, if you single, it's bad. If you double, it's bad. If you... Trash, bro. And Mookie using 3 pitches and 3 and out. This dude. Teoscar's been bad. Freddie's been bad. Will Smith's been good. Tommy Edman, good. Muncy, well, can't say it was bad, but hey, gotta start doing things. All right, here we go. New pitcher. Right-hander against Teoscar, and that's a ball. Oh my God. Just kick out Teoscar from the team. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing with this guy? All right, Freeman versus Patrick. We're doing the 6. Ball outside. Ball down low. Freeman 0 for 2, 2-1 the pitch. Freeman fouls it. Two and one the count to Freeman from Patrick. And the pitch. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not doing all that. That's a ball as well inside. 3-1 the count to Freddie Freeman. That's a strike. Looking, so full count. And the payoff pitch. Whoa, Freeman launched that. And that's a home run. Freeman hits it out. Finally, man. God dang. Had to do something. It's 18. Whoa, an outstanding. Finally have an outstanding at bat. Hell yeah, Freddie. This is my first outstanding in Chessboard Baseball. So I'm a little bit excited about that. Thanks to Freddie Freeman, who hit it out the ballpark. I guess this was a strike. Looking to Will Smith. Okay, cool, but show me the pitch. Okay. Oh, Will Smith. Foul in the zone. Finally, the Dodgers do something. Man, they were struggling. All right, here's Will Smith. 0-2 the count. And that's a ball. Pretty bad pitch. Hit the ground like crazy. Okay, Will Smith. 1-2 the pitch. And Smith hits a base hit. It's a good pitch. And Freddie, it was just like a fly. It's like a huge fly. Like it didn't leave immediately. It was almost really right there. Single. 8. They're coming to talk to him, but man. Shit. Good shit by Freddie. About time, man. They did some shit. I mean, you knew eventually they were gonna do something. But they have been struggling just because they were, they were really good at bats, getting on base, all these different things. But the Brewers just lucky as shit. And Freddie just, he just hit it high and they just kept carrying, but shit was almost there. All right, Tommy. Bunting. It's a ball. What was it? A ball? A strike? A ball. Why are you bunting with one out? To get the to who? So who can hit? Oh, foul in this. Is it foul? Yeah. Foul pitch in the zone. So 1-1. 1-1 the count. One and one, the pitch to Edman. That's a ball. Man, that was a nice save by the catcher, whoever that catcher is. I really don't know. Durbin? Oh, I guess Durbin. He kind of looks like a catcher. Is it Durbin? I don't really know. Snell, what's going on, Snell? Don't. Is it too tight? Oh, he said, I appreciate it. Ooh, that was a good pitch. 2-2 the count to Tommy Edman. Will Smith on first base takes the lead. The pitcher is ready. Just kidding. That's a ball. So 3-2 the count. Max Muncy is up next, man. I can't believe that Muncy, if he would have hit it anywhere else except center field, that would have been a grand slam. But all right, Tommy. Foul. That's a good at bat by it. Will Smith was was he trying to steal the base? Seven pitches, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Let's see, Tommy, what you got? Oh, Smith is stealing and that's a ball. Walked him. That's a beautiful at bat by Edman. That's walk +1 because there was man on. And then, let's see, 3, right? 3, 6, 7. That's even a great at bat by Edman. And Tommy Edman. Will Smith with really good at bats. Tommy Edman with really good at bats. Freddie Freeman with that outstanding, with that home run. Teoscar with a great at bat. Ohtani with nothing but good at bats. Great, good, and good. And now Muncy. Oh, I didn't do this one. It was marginal on Muncy earlier, but now it's a pitch and change coming up for the Brewers. You know, intense most training, such we were experienced buffering. Oh, okay, well. Buffer it all you want. Pitching change, man. What a game it's been so far. How the hell did Tio not even score on that? Yeah, Tio's there. I never seen anything like this in the history of baseball. That's true. That shit was terrible. Taylor Swift album debuts in the U.S. Whatever. Pajes, just take the walk. Yeah, Pajes is terrible. Let's see. Pajes. Yeah, Pajes is just garbage. And Big Otani. Freddie Freeman. All right, here we go. Max Muncy versus this new pitcher, whoever that is. Jared Koenig. 6-1 in the regular season, 2.86 ERA. All right. Against Max Muncy, yeah, they're not going to pinch hit for him, so he's going to see lefty on lefty, and let's see how it goes. First pitch. They called a strike. It was really in the outside corner. It could have gone either way. What they decided to call it. They haven't been, or the ump hasn't been super consistent with that location. Sometimes ball, sometimes strike. Whoa, that was a nice pitch. 96 in the middle. In the zone. Uh, 0-2 for Max, and there's one out. I mean, I'd rather he strike out than double play, so that at least Kike Hernandez comes to bat. So if you can please strike out. Whoa, Muncy hits it shallow, but nah, they're right. Oh, they almost fall for it. Almost a tragedy out there. Was the ball in play? I mean, it was. I'll say it was outside the zone a little bit. -1 here. It was high. Fly out, pop out. 0. Here's Kike Hernandez. Ball 1. Oh, he called strike. That shit was in as hell. It's like ball, because on the thing that I'm looking, right, is super inside, like by quite a bit. So that's not good. Anyways, 0-1 on Kike. Whoa, that was another ball that called a strike. Low as hell. Damn. I can't believe they did that to Kike Hernandez. Those two balls were balls, or those two pitches. But now, you know, what can he do? Like, he doesn't know what's a ball, what's a strike. Like, a strike zone is a friggin' ocean. Oh, that one's a ball? Man, that's terrible. And he's still able to, you know, get somewhat of a good at bat. But those two pitches are bad. Your bad calls by the damn ump. And Kike fouls that one in the zone. I just can't believe those calls, man. Okay, 1-2 pitch is coming up. And that's he went. Man, these umps 100% destroy Kike out of bat. I didn't think he went. They called 2 strikes, the winner strikes, and then on a check swing they say he went where he probably didn't go. don't know about all that. I mean, Pajes was coming up due anyway, so they weren't gonna do much. But what the fuck? Yeah, those. Yeah, those balls were. Those pitches. The calls on those pitches were garbage. Like garbage. I can't believe those shits were called strikes, and people were like, "Yo." I mean, if it was next season, is it? Next season, or you can challenge that shit, because that was terrible. Pajes here is what, Durbin? Okay, recap that inning. Not much really. Who started it? Will Smith singled. Edmund walked, right? Is that what it is? Oh, well, Freeman home run? What was it? Oh, Teoscar started it. Crazy that Teoscar started it. Fly out, garbage. Freeman home run. Will Smith single. Edmund walked. Really nice, outstanding. I mean, great at bat. Muncy fly out, pop out, and then Key gets struck out. With these two strikes, friggin' wrapped up as a gift to the Milwaukee Brewers. That's what it is. I'm gonna add it here actually. Highway robbery is what this was for Kike Hernandez. Snell strike looking to Durbin. He's at 66 pitches, everybody, in the 6th inning. Durbin, second pitch, strike. He looked like garbage in that, man. 0-2. And the 0-2 pitch, ball outside. And yep, struck him out. I was gonna say you're gonna do that other shit on Kike and not gonna call that bullshit. I was gonna say, here's Collins. Is it Collins? Yeah, Collins. Strike looking. Next pitch. Oof. Strike swinging outside the strike zone. Oh, and 2 on Collins. 71 pitches now. I mean, this dude can really go 120. Like, just throw him out there. Yeah, he went. If you call that shit on Kike, you better say he fucking went. Freaking out of here with this bullshit. Strikeout. -2. Ooh, he's right there on the border of horrendous at bat. Joey Ortiz. Come on, Joey. You're friggin' out already. Everybody knows. Yeah, I know it. You know it. Everybody knows it. Why you pretending to be a major league hitter? I'm just kidding. Now he'll go in home run. So ball. Now he'll hit a homer. Just because I'm. Joey Ortiz. Let's go, Joey. 1-1. Pitch. Ball outside. 2-1. Look at Joey fighting over here. You know what I mean? Doing his thing. Can't be mad at Joey. Oh, what's going on with my... That's a strike looking. So we're at what? We're at 2-2. Big count on Joey Ortiz. All right, Joey, let's go. You know you want to swing at a bad pitch. Oof. Grounder to third. Muncy. Yep. That was outside the strike zone. And this is, yep, ground out. It's -2 on Joey. Quick work of these Brewers. Snell has done. I know I just spoke like Yoda, but it is what it is. I mean, what are you gonna do? Not a lot of productivity by these Brewers. Dodgers, we stay with Pajes. All right, so let's recap this inning for the Brewers. Okay, so Durbin was down on strikes in 4 pitches. Collins down on strikes on 3 pitches. Oh wait, did I say? What did I say here? Collins, was he a strikeout? He was a strikeout, right? Outside the zone. Must have been -3. Why'd I say strikeout? Has Collins struck out twice? Shit. He struck out, right? Why did I... what are you doing? Struck out looking, struck out swinging, yeah. Ooh, that's what it was. I counted it wrong. Pajes, foul. In the zone. 1-0 pitch. Or 0-1 pitch. 0-2 strike looking. The 0-2 pitch. Oh, so they brought the lefty for Ohtani. It's a ball. The 1-2 pitch to Pajes. Foul. One-two pitch to Pajes. Oh, I guess this pitcher's been going since the last inning. Yeah, he took out Hernandez and cause yeah, okay, I remember now. Eesh, that's inside, but that's the same shit he called on Kike. Can call time. Whoa. Okay, and ground out. Almost hit the pitcher though. Not too bad for buys. Oops. Here's Shohei Ohtani. Ball one. Oh, 1 or 1-0. That's another ball. Man, they don't want to pitch to him at all. They may not be aware that Ohtani's just hasn't been hitting. Like, they want nothing to do with this dude. And Ohtani, what'd he do? Oh, he made a ground out. I guess he was too eager that he needed to hit or something. He should have just waited for something better. And ground it out. Helping the Brewers out. 6. That's good. Mookie. And of course, one pitch. Fly out. Because it's Mookie. Fly out. 2. That's the quickest inning I ever seen. What, 3-9? I've never seen. But what is it? 3, 4, 6 pitches. Oh wait, that wasn't that. No, it wasn't that quick actually. It was Pajes that started. There you go. Yeah, Pajes 6 pitches, ground out, underwhelming, and then Ohtani just rushing the shit. 3 pitches, grounded out, and then Mookie 1 pitch, fly out. And Brewers. Oh yeah, the last one was Ortiz. We're back at the top of the lineup. Back at the top, back at the top. Interesting game so far. We're at the bottom of the 7th, 1-0 ball game. Oh, I think that's what I'll put somewhere around here, maybe. Figure something out. Next hitter is Jackson Churio. Jackson Cheerio. Good home run by Freeman. If it wasn't by that home run, because of that home run by Freeman, yeah, I don't know. And I've been not impressed by the Brewers pitchers at all. Like, I don't think they've been particularly, I mean, they've been effective, but they haven't been good. They've been effective in that they haven't allowed runs, right? Or that many anyways, but it's not like they've got nasty shit. I haven't been really that impressed. So we'll see. I mean, Snell is now at 77 pitches. I just wonder, like, would Robert be willing to leave him? It's ball 1. And that's a foul in the zone. Whoa. One, two pitch. Yeah, that was a strike in the zone. I mean, they swing at good stuff, I mean, these hitters aren't terrible. Yeah, struck him out. But that's actually outside the zone. You definitely look kind of bad on that one. Yelich strike 1, 2. Yelich looking. There's a ball. There's a ball outside. So 2 and 1. Strike, I think. I mean, it said it was outside, but I thought as it went through, I thought it was a strike. But yeah, it was a little bit outside the zone. When it landed, they called it. And that's what I like about baseball. Like, the umps can be a little bit consistent in calling it a certain way. So ball, so 3-2 count. And that's a good job by Yelich. I mean, at this point, you kind of want to see Snell leave the ball game. So if you can, get that pitch count even higher. It's a ground out to Edman, 2 away. But that was a good at bat by Yelich. That's what you want to see. Ground out. Yeah, that's actually even a good at bat. Contreras, foul, Strike one. That's a ball outside. One and one on Willie. That's a ball. Low. Definitely his best at bat so far. 90 pitches for Snell. Contreras. Grounder to third. Muncy. Snell, bro. Snell is crazy. Contreras. Ground out. 0. Snell is straight dealing, bro. Let's see what happened here. So 4th pitch at bat by Churiel, but strikes out on a pitch outside the strike zone. Kristen Yelich, really good at bat. I mean, this was a good at bat by Yelich. He saw 6 pitches, which is what you want to see, right? I mean, combined between Yelich and that's 10 pitches between Yelich and Churiel. But you know, he 2 strikes looking, and then 3 ball. He got it to 3-2 count, but grounded out. And then Contreras, 4 pitches. So, I mean, 14 pitch inning. Not too bad. Now back to the Dodgers. Well, we got the Oscar leading off. The Oscar's been pissing me off, man. That's all I know about the Oscar. Right. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Blake Snell, man. So we got Hernandez, we got Freeman, we got Will Smith. All right, they brought a new pitcher, I guess McGill, who was their closer. Here's Teoscar. Strike looking. Oh, and 1. That's a ball. One and one to count to Teoscar. It's a fly out. Here's Freddie Freeman. Who hit that one bomb in the other way. So 3-2. It's a 3-2 pitch, which is crazy. But anyways, here we go. Freddie Freeman. Oof, he tried to do the same thing, but he swung at a bad pitch. Okay, 0-1 pitch. The ball. Down low. Down and in. Oh, Sasaki's getting ready? No, Sasaki. Just let Snell end it. 99 pitch. He fouls it. Okay. Okay, 1-2 pitch against Freddie the Freeman. Whoa. Fouled. A bad pitch. What is it? 1-2. Okay, I get it, but okay. 1-2 pitch. Whoa, Freeman again. Another home run. That's 2. Oh no, it's a double. Why is the camera is crazy? The hell happened to this damn camera? It's double. It's 5, 9, 14. Yep, 9, 5, 14. Yep. Freddie Freeman, bro. Okay, here's Will Smith. He's been pretty good today. Runner on second, McGill. Will Smith is 2 for 3, right? He's single, ground out. Whoa. Foul. That's the third his third plate appearance that he starts with a foul, with fouling the first pitch in the zone. Ooh, he popped that shit up. That's an easy out on first. No, it's out. That was a bad one though. Man, but the Brewers have definitely used their whole entire bullpen. Oh, 2 count on Willie Smith. He brought his average up a little bit to 250. Ohtani's the one who's still down there in the ones, and Pajes can't hit for shit. All right, Willie. Free Willie. Ooh, that's a ball outside. 1 and 2. Whoa, Will Smith hit it back there. I think Freeman's going to be able to advance, so that's a bit of a productive out. Moving the runners over. Fly out, pop out. Oh wait, it's +1. So it's 1, 5, 6. Tommy Edman, runner on third, ball 1. Runner on third, 2 out. Oops. That's a strike. Looking. One pitch. Fouled it. Now he is 1-2. And everybody's standing up. Man, that's a 100-mile-an-hour pitch. He's still fouling it off. Man, he's throwing just 3 strikes on Edman. Or 2 Edman. Man, that was a nice pitch too. And fouled it again. In the zone. Edman won't give up. He won't give up. He won't give it up. Still 1-2. Yep, 1-2 the count. 2 out. Freeman on third. 8th inning. NLCS. Oh, fouled the bat pitch. It's knuckle curve and the fastball. He ain't got nothing else. Ooh, that's it's like, is he gonna call? I mean, he didn't go. The question was, is he gonna call it? Because it was almost in that outside corner, a little bit outside, but it was on the outside corner. Not to ball, 2-2 count, 2 out, running on third. He fouls it again. It's already 8 pitches. This is gonna be the 9th pitch of the at-bat. Tommy Edman trying to do the thing. Man, if he can bring that... Ooh, struck him out. Oops. Ends the inning. Strikeout. Edman -2 here. Okay, and then it's gonna be Muncy, Kike, Baez. Not a lot of firepower for the Dodger 9th, but Brewers got Turang, Vaughn, and Frelick. They could do some damage. Potentially. We'll see. The only hit is who? Durbin? Durbin's the only hit of the game. The only runner to reach, really. But yeah, we got Turang. Great game by Freeman. Great plate appearances by Ohtani. Great plate appearances by Edman. Great plate appearances by Will Smith. Bad Teoscar Hernandez. Bad Andy Baez. I think if it wasn't for those two, the game would be a different score. But definitely Teoscar. Teoscar is just terrible. Like, Teoscar is garbage. Sometimes better to be lucky than good. We'll see. I mean, the Brewers, they no longer have Churio, Contreras, or Yelich, right? So they're going to have to do this with Turang, Vaughn, shit like that. I think it's going to be a mistake by the Dodgers to try to close this shit with Sasaki. I think you just got to let Snell die out there on that hill. That's it. Strike one will foul. I guess there was a change. In the outfield, they took out Teoscar, who's garbage. It's ball one. You're not gonna miss his bat anyways. Ball two. Snell at 94 pitches, man. I'd say throw 200. I don't give a shit. Oh, that's a swing. Bad ball swing. Oops. -1. It's 2. Andrew Vaughn. Strike. Oh, and 1. That was a bad. I mean, put the ball in play. It's a ground out, but it was a pitch outside the strike zone. So -1. Don't bring no Sasaki. Like, get the hell out of here with that bullshit. If this dude gets out of this, do not bring that dude in at all whatsoever. Shit won't make any sense. Frelick, strike. Do not bring Sasaki into this game, bro. Strike, foul, outside the zone. 0-2 the count. Roberts, don't overmanage this game. Just let this dude finish. Ball 1. Don't overthink it, bro. You overthink, you're gonna don't do it. Oops, ball. 2-2 the count. Oh my god, don't walk him now. 3 straight balls. Had him 0-2, and now just ball after ball after ball. Don't do that. Yep. I gotta tweet. There's no way you bring anybody else, bro. Let's do... That's a marginal. Yeah, you can't bring. There's no way you bring Sasaki, bro. Okay, Muncie. Oh, Muncie's next. Yeah, Muncie's next. Like, what are people saying? Like, are people saying leave Snell or take him out or what? Yeah, don't take him out, man. Just die with Snell, bro. It's his game to lose. I don't know, man. I'd leave him. Oh, I guess he's out? Oh, that's some bullshit. Ball one. Again, over managing. I don't know why you won't leave someone over 100. Screw it. I don't know. Whatever. 1-0 on Muncie. That's a strike. Whatever. That don't make no sense, bro. Ball two. Ball three. 3-1 to count on Max. Muncie, Kike Hernandez on deck. That's a strike. It's a good take. Timeout, I guess. 3-2 pitch. To a ball. Walked him on 6. Kike Hernandez. Bunting? What the hell? I mean, just giving away out. Like, that's how bad you want to get to the damn. For who then? For Baez? To strike out? Don't be bunting, Kike. Oh my god. Why you have bunt on? Don't make any sense. Kike, base hits. Bunty, go to third, go to third, go to third, go to third. Exactly, let him hit. Why nowhere else? That was outside, actually. But he singled. There's, oh, single +1. Oh, +3. It's runner on base. 9. Andy Pages is terrible. Oh, what did he do here? It's bad. Kike will always find some sort of way. Pages, I don't know. I don't expect anything. This is an out double play or some bullshit. Like, dude's terrible. Bunting. Oh, I guess. Where's he going? Oh. Out at first is a bunt blowing play in the zone. Productive ground bunt. Oh my. 3-4. And they walk Shohei. To get to Mookie again, because last time they did it, they got a double play out of Mookie. Shohei again. Ball 1. Oop, ball 2. Almost hit him, actually. Bases are loaded with Dodgers with 1 out, but it's Mookie at the plate. Ball 3, nowhere to put him. 3-0. Mookie, don't you dare hit for a goddamn double play. And then call is up for Teoscar. Just let it by. Don't swing at that shit, bro. That was a good strike action. 3-1 the count. Bases loaded. 3-1 pitch. 1 out. Mookie Betts, 9th inning. Ooh, fouled it. He hit it pretty good, but he fouled it. And it was kind of outside the zone, too. Or was it in the zone? Maybe it was in the zone. Oop, walk. Walked him. And a run scores. Walk, the best walk there is. And it's 5-11. Nine and 3, 12, 15. This is call. I forgot. What is it? Ball 1. He's a knight. Ball 2. Strike. Looking. Took the strike. Two 1 pitch, bases loaded. Oh, he popped it. He popped it off. But Freddie Freeman's coming up. Was outside the zone too. Zero, I guess. Freddie Freeman. Bases loaded. 2 out. Oof, ball 1. That could have been a strike too. Bases loaded. 1-0 pitch. 2 out. Ooh, that's a strike. Why you let that shit go? Ball 2. Two and 1 to count. Sasaki's still warming up. Whoa, that is... And oh, it's like, holy crap. It looked good. All right, this is it. Last inning. 2-0 ball game. They're bringing Sasaki, which I actually think is a mistake. I'm not saying they're going to lose. I just think it's a mistake. I thought you had to die with Snell, but he had only 104 pitches. It's not like, you know, it's not like he had tons of pitches, so. So I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully Sasaki comes in good, throwing nasty shit, because it'd be a sad day if Snell is not to win that game right after he throws 8 clean innings, facing the minimum of Brewers. So I don't know. We'll see. Here's Roki Sasaki. We'll see how he does against Durbin, Collins, and Ortiz, which are all 3 right-handed hitters. So it you know, it's perfectly aligned. Lots of ball to start, which ain't good. You want to start with strikes off the bat. Strike 1, looking 99 miles per hour. Strike 2, well, that was a ball in play. Pitch outside the zone. It's -1, so out number 1. Fly out, pop out. Here. Ball 1 to Collins. Oh, I guess he's switch hitter. Strike 1 to Collins. Looking 99. Nasty pitch. Like, how do you hit that shit? I don't know. Oh, they have a pinch hitter coming up. Ball 2. 2 and 1. You don't want to see Jackson Churio, that's all I know. So if you can just clean this up. Ball 3. Let's not go wild now. Let's not go wild. Tag these peeps. Let's not go wild. Strike. Oh, come. What? That was 100% a strike, bro. Like 100% a strike. 3, 6. And pinch hitter for Ortiz is who? Who's this player? I don't even know who that person is. I mean, you got Jackson Churio now lined up, so who is this player? I don't even know their name. Bowers? Ball 1. Oh, Lord. Here we go. 235, 752. Well, he might be a knight or something. Ball 2. Yep. Here we go. Dude doesn't want to throw strikes now. Oh my god. Here we go. You should have went with Snell. Should have went with Snell. You want to get cute and follow whatever bullshit. Strike 1, 3-1. Don't like this shit at all. Whoa. Swinging outside. Helped him out a little bit. 3-2. That would have been ball 4, man. With Churio coming up, that shit dangerous as hell. But I mean, you're coming in as a pinch hitter. Come on, Roki, don't fuck it up. Whoa, what is that? Home run? Whoa. Holy shit, bro. There we go. That's a double, well, double with... So 5, 10, 13. I can't believe this shit, man. Had to leave Snell. Just had to leave Snell. I don't know why fuck with it. And how come Pajes wasn't able to get to that shit? How come he's playing in? Like, play out there. The fuck? You shouldn't have balls going over your goddamn head. Training? What the fuck? Dodgers trying to lose this fucking game, bro. Holy shit, home run or what? Oh, that's an out. The one comes in. Six. Yelich. That's ball 1. I don't know if anybody want to walk this dude. One, 2 out. Running on first. Strike swinging. Outside of the strike zone. Oof, ball 2. He almost went at it, but Sasaki's just not throwing good pitches. Or not throwing strikes anyways. 2-1 pitch, running on third. Oof. 3-1. I don't know, man. I kind of trust Sasaki, but I kind of don't at the same time. Strike. Here we go. 3-2 count. It all comes down to this. Willie Contreras is waiting on deck. 3-2 pitch to Christian Yelich again. Foul. What would have been ball 4? You got Vesia and Trinan? Why Vesia? Why Trinan? What's happening here? Oh, in case they score, you need to. Okay. Get Sasaki the hell out the game. Ooh, walked him. Which I guess doesn't really matter much. Yelich. 5, 8, 11. Roberts is coming to get him, bro. I don't get it, man. And is he picking up Trinan? Because who's pitching to Contreras? Vesia? This dude might have just... I don't know. I don't get it, bro. I don't get it. And I don't get taking Sasaki out to bring who? I mean, it seems like he's bringing Trinan. Oh, man. Trinan, bro. Trinan. Can we just give the game to the Brewers now? Like, we say, okay, you just won? You couldn't trust Sasaki to pitch to Contreras? Like, I don't get it, man. Roberts is killing me. That's a damn meatball. They stall. Oh shit! Now you got runner in scoring position. Ball 1. So a hit scores 2. That was an important runner to keep on first base. I don't know. Contreras might hit one friggin' to Chicago. Foul ball. He's got 2 strikes though. That was foul outside the strike zone. We'll see. 1-2 the count to Willie Contreras. Oof. Ball 2. Two count, 2 out, 2 runners on. What's gonna happen? Ooh, ball 3. 3-2 count. I kind of knew that shit was gonna happen. That 1-2 count was too good to be true. Now you got to throw something good, and Contreras is gonna be ready for it to launch. Ready to launch. Ooh, walked him. Bases full of Brewers. Nine. Bryce Duran, now you gotta throw to a hitter. Oh, the Dodgers. Bases loaded. 2 out. 1 strike. A foul. Oh, man. Oh, 1 pitch. Oh my God, that's a strike. What are you doing? These umps. Strike. 1-2. Come on, trying and fucking just get the damn out. Don't fuck it up. Ooh, almost hit him too. God damn. 2-2. He should have let the ball hit him. Been in pain for a little bit. Ooh. Why'd you get out the way? Just let it hit you. Ooh, his stroke out swinging with a ball that was, oh my God. What are you doing? But that was painful. Oh man, that was terrible. Oh, how do you swing at that bullshit ass fucking 0? Dang. They escaped, but it shouldn't have been that freaking close, man. Like, next time, just go with it, man. Next time, just stay with Snell the whole time. Just stay with him. That was way more difficult than it needed to be. Let Snell finish the freaking game. He had faced the minimum. It's almost. That's almost a perfect game. Like, what are we doing, man? Go with it. It's just Dave Roberts, man. He's garbage. I can't believe it was that difficult of a game, bro. Like that. Man, what a finish. What a finish to that game. It was hard, way harder than it needed to be to finish that freaking ball game. You got Blake Snell, who is damn near perfect. He's got a perfect game going. He's faced the minimum. He only has 104 pitches. So what? There's pitchers who've gone, pitchers who've thrown 130, 135 in recent memory. This is not, I'm talking about the 50s or the 60s. This is recent. Let him throw 120, get out. He was completely dominating the Brewers, like complete domination. Let him in. The moment you take Snell out, you're giving life to the Brewers for what? And then, you can trust Sasaki kind of, but trust in your person. Trust Snell. Like, what are we doing? Just don't get it. I don't get it at all. Those decisions, Roberts has been terrible managing. I think the postseason, he's been lucky more than anything. I mean, he was lucky that, what's his name? Turang, whatever his name is, that he swung at a bad pitch. Otherwise, it would have been, if he would have not swung at that, it would have been a tied game at the very least. And then, boom, you're fighting for your life again. So, way harder than it needed to be. It didn't need to go that much. But anyways, where here, right? Roki Sasaki in, and then I think it was to Yelich, to Turang, to Contreras. Who pitched to Yelich? Here it was Ryan. Terrible. Just terrible, man. I can't believe this shit. Sure was terrible. But anyways, just want to quickly evaluate. Well, let me switch some shit around, because we had call for Teoscar. Yeah, so we had just quickly evaluating the offense for the Dodgers for this game. Again, I think that finish was terrible and it shouldn't have happened in the way that it did. I think you just leave Snell there. I mean, let him finish. I really don't understand. What is this? I really don't understand the decision. I mean, I kind of do, right? It's your closer. Snell is 104 pitches, but he's throwing a perfect game so far, facing the minimum of the Brewers. The Brewers, they know what to do with him. Don't give them life. Finish it up. Snell doesn't throw again for like a week or a week and some change. Like, let it all out there. Let's evaluate Ohtani's plate appearances in this game. So they pretty much took the bat away from him, right? So first the bat to start the ball game, Ohtani, walks on 5 pitches. They wanted nothing to do with him, so it was a great at bat. Second at bat, pretty nice at bat. He goes 8 pitches and then a pop out, or a fly out. Doesn't really do much damage, but again, a really good at bat at 18 points because it's Shohei Ohtani with that clean designator. But again, fouling 2 good pitches there at the end and then flying out, not too bad. Next at bat, intentional walk to face Mookie Betts. Can't remember who was on first or on second. There's a man on second, probably Kike. Kike had doubled, I think. Kike doubled. Pages was out, of course, because what else is he gonna do? And then Ohtani comes in, they walk him, and then Mookie Betts hits into double play. So a great decision by the Brewers, and this was the story as well. So the Brewers just couldn't match and couldn't hit Snell, but decision making in this game, the Brewers way better than the Dodgers, almost in every way. Almost every decision that they made was working out in their favor. The other decision to walk Ohtani here, that did not work out, right? So this ground out, okay, they saw 3 pitches, but as you can see, Ohtani wasn't really swinging too much at pitches that were not in the zone. So I was impressed by him for doing that. And then intentionally walked, and then now you pay the consequences because you load the bases for Ohtani, and then you walk Mookie. That's already happened. It's the second time it happens in the postseason, so not something you want to do. Good. So, but every at bat, if you can see, every at bat for Shohei Ohtani was a good at bat, good or great, and that's kind of what you want to see. But in this one, it was more about the Brewers than anything Ohtani was doing, because they took the bat out of his hands 1, 2, 3 times. So still would love to see him start hitting, but it is what it is. Mookie, as far as Mookie Betts, he was pretty bad all game, all up until, especially this double play was terrible. It's killer, and then it's just 3-pitch fly out, 3-pitch ground out, a 3-pitch double play, a 1-pitch fly out, and then a 6-pitch walk that brought a run in, which is great. So he redeemed himself by getting that run in there. And then Teoscar was pretty bad as well, especially the second at bat. So the first at bat, 6-pitch line out, you're not too mad at that. 8 points is a marginal player appearance, and then he walks, right? He walks on 4 pitches, second plate appearance. But what happens here? So what happens next is, I think Freddie Freeman gets out, right? He's a fly out or something like that, and then Will Smith singles, and really it was a single that could have any other runner not named Teoscar would have gotten to third on that single, but not Teoscar. And then after that, Edman singles to center field as well, and he's kind of like, his base running is the worst. Teoscar Hernandez, like, he's slow and he's terrible in the base passing. He's terrible at defending. All he can do is hit. So Edman singles to center, which I think everyone knew that shit was landing except Teoscar. So of course he can't score on that single. So now he's on third. So what happens now? Now the Muncy play, right? Which either way, like whether the center fielder caught it or not, that's I mean, I don't really know what happened to Teoscar. I don't know if I watched the replay all the way. You know, where was Teoscar? Like, was he on the base path waiting? Was he halfway down to home plate? Like, what in the world was he doing? Because whether that ball is caught or not, he should have scored. Simply should have scored. So I don't know, but that was 3 different instances of terrible base running by Teoscar Hernandez. So, anyways, so that's an out there. Teoscar, I thought, was a really bad game by him. Then after that, fly out, pop out, and in 2 pitches, fly out, 3 pitch, fly out. So not really impressed with Teoscar Hernandez. Call, he yeah, he was fine. I mean, I don't know. He came in with what runners in first and second, I think, second and third, whatever the case it was. After so after Mookie, so Mookie walks, and then here comes Call, and I think it was a pop out or pop up on the infield, and then Freddie Freeman, another fly out, right? Yeah, another fly out. He had double, tripled before, but I mean, still, you know, it's a fly out but 2 runs had already scored, which is fine, and I think that's where it ended. Yeah, that's where it ended. They needed more runs, but anyways, it ended up being enough. But Freeman was outstanding. Freeman was amazing. He was 2 for 5. His first appearance is marginal. He struck out on 5 pitches. And then it was a fly out on 3 pitches where there were runners on, what was it? First and second, it was. Something like that. I can't remember that one. I can't remember. Nah, just Teoscar. Had a fly out, and then the homer, which was huge at that moment. And then the double, which kind of was threatening to score more runs, but they were not able to bring them in. And then, you know, flying out with the bases loaded, which, I don't know, it wasn't really a fly out. He took that ball deep into the outfield, which, you know, if it was to left field or right field, that would have been a home run probably. Will Smith was amazing too. He just had that first at bat was kind of bad because it was a 3-pitch ground out, but after that he singled with runners on base, which was the Teoscar play, and then he singled again on 4 pitches, and then it was a productive out because I think he hit it to right field, and then Freddie Freeman went to third, so it was a productive fly out. So Will Smith was great, bunch of good at bats, amazing. I thought Tommy Edman was really good as well. I mean, this last at bat with the strikeout, but still 9-pitch at bat, he's battling out there, he's fighting. Singled with runners in scoring position, but unfortunately that runner that was in scoring position was Teoscar Hernandez. Not much you can do. And then that walk with runners on base, which, you know, 7-pitch walk, runners on base, really good. And then that strikeout. Max Muncy was good too, was solid at the plate, no complaints there. That crazy double play that happened there, I can't remember the inning, but with Teoscar, that could have been a home run in many different ballparks, or if he hits it to any other, you know, side of the ballpark as well, that's a home run. It's just unfortunate that the runner is Teoscar. That's what it is. And it was confusing. It was a confusing play. Like, did he catch it? Did he not catch it? Like, you know, and it seems like the umpires saw it. They saw it right away. Yeah. So. And and then a walk. So Max Muncy was okay. I did play, not too bad. Kike was good. I mean, that's the other thing. He's 2 for 4 right here. And then that third at bat. So the first at bat, it was a strikeout on 3 pitches. Then that second at bat, he hit doubles. That third at bat, strikes out, but again, I put here highway robbery because that called 2 strikes that were not strikes, right? If you're watching the game, you see that both those pitches were outside the zone. And then, okay, so then it was a ball, and then a foul, and then he struck out, swinging at a pitch outside the strike zone. So, but those 2 strikes were killers, right? You're 0-2 when you should be 2-0, and then the third one was a ball as well, so you could be 3-0. It's just terrible by the umpire. But then he singles, even though he actually made swing to a pitch that was outside the strike zone, but he was still able to single off of it, which is why here it's a marginal, because he's swinging at a bad pitch. And then Pages, I don't know, I think we've got to start, or there needs to be a conversation. I know he's good in center field, but Pages is terrible. So I don't know if they can afford to sit him down to put Kike in center and have Cole and Hernandez out there. But Pages is just not giving you anything. You know, I mean, he had a good at bat, that first at bat, 10-pitch ground out, and then a 4-pitch ground out, and a 6-pitch ground out. Like, he's just not giving you much, Pages. So I don't know. And then we look at the Brewers, and this was just straight domination by Blake Snell. So. I mean, we can go over this, but for Churio, right? This 3 at bats here. So ground out on 5 pitches, strike out on 8 pitches, strike out on 4 pitches, and then this was against Sasaki, which it was a fly out that moved the runner over. Yelich was, you know, he could not do anything against Snell, right? Strikeout on 4 pitches, strikeout on 6 pitches, and then a ground out on 6 pitches. Nothing doing, and then he walked against Sasaki. Contreras, strikeout on 5 pitches, ground out on 5 pitches, ground out on 4 pitches, and then he walked against Trinan. So all this stuff here for these hitters is, you know, any positive here is against someone not Snell. And then Snell here again against Turang, fly out in 3 pitches, strikeout in 4 pitches, ground out in 4 pitches, strikeout in 5 pitches. But this was Trinan, Turang striking out on a really bad pitch that was super high and outside the strike zone. But hey, you take what you can get in the postseason. So you can win these games, and it was an important game to win. Imagine the Dodgers losing that game where Snell had that type of performance, and that would have been devastating, 100%. If the Brewers would have won today, maybe, I don't know if the Dodgers kind of like recover from that, right? Then I mean, look at this, Andrew Vaughn, like, ground out in 3 pitches, then ground out in 2, ground out in 2. That's it. Snell was straight dominating these people. Fly out in 6 pitches, ground out in 2 pitches, and a strikeout in 6 pitches against Frelick. Durbin is the only one who did anything against Snell, which was a single, but then Snell caught him stealing. So, sure, you singled off him, but that was it. So, it was that single, and then in 5 pitches, and then strikeout in 4 pitches, and a fly out in 3. And then Collins. I mean, nothing here at all whatsoever. And this is the first, no, Durbin. Oh, okay, this flyout was not Snell. So this flyout was actually Sasaki. But these 2 were Snell. So yeah, that's single. And then strikeout in 4. This was Sasaki. You started, you know, you're like, okay, you're starting good. Fly out to third, or pop up to third. We're out of here soon. And then Sasaki just loses. I don't know what happened to Sasaki, but anyways, Collins against Snell, strikeout in 3 pitches, strikeout in 3 pitches. Against Sasaki, walk in 5 pitches. Joey Ortiz, nothing either. Ground out in 4 and ground out in 5, and then the rest we know. Bowers, pinch hitter against Sasaki with that double. But that's pretty much it. That's the game. Brewers, I don't know if the Brewers still have oops. I don't know if the Brewers still have arms in that bullpen, right? Like every single pitcher pitched today, I feel like, or tonight. So I don't know what what they're gonna look like tomorrow, because they're what, maybe their starter is gonna go long. Who's their starter tomorrow? Peralta? Are they counting on Dude to pitch 9? Maybe that's the case, but man, that bullpen they threw everything out there for nothing. But anyways, good win by the Dodgers. Almost messed it up there at the end, but I'm glad that they came out on top. And yeah, everything went well with Chessboard Baseball. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to be on tomorrow night again to do the Chessboard Baseball evaluation and then talk about post-game a little bit. So if you stuck around for a little bit, thank you.